Alchemy of Souls has stolen many hearts with its larger-than-life tale of magic, romance, and thriller. The writer's ability to incorporate various interesting elements into this fantasy drama, with the impeccable acting of the cast members, and the director's tunnel vision, made it a global sensation. Among the many elements in this outstanding drama is the use of magic and spells in fight scenes. That's why today, I'm going to talk about the otherworldly fight scenes in Alchemy of Souls. There were many fight scenes in Alchemy of Souls Season 1, but I'm going to highlight the best of the fights, so make sure you stick to the end to know if your favorite scene made it on the list. But first, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell to be among the first to see our content. Thanks. The first is the fight scene between Naksu and Park Jin at the beginning of the series. This fight scene remains one of the best scenes in the drama. What with the show-off being on a frozen lake, the use of magic, and the skillfulness of the shadow assassin Naksu as she battles men twice her size and tens in number. She single-handedly fell, many of them, until she was wounded by Park Jin, the strong leader of Sungrim. He was the only one who could match her power to power. When Park Jin engaged her in a sword fight, she aborted the scene because of her wounds. This scene was the catalog that led to Mutiok, as she had to find another body to harbor her soul to escape Park Jin's men and her wounded, weak body. She then performed Alchemy of Souls with a soul ejector and ended up in Bu Yun's frail body. It's still yet unknown how she ended up in Bu Yun's body because she had another person in her grip before performing the Alchemy of Souls. We hope the writers explain why and how she ended up in Bu Yun's body in the upcoming season. Next is the great fight between Jang Wook and the Crown Prince. What an inspiring and satisfying combat. The Crown Prince was manipulated by Jin Mu to fight Jang Wook. He saw it as an opportunity to eliminate the King Star Jang Wook. Everyone feared for Jang Wook because he had been incompetent up until that point. Jang Wook left with Mutiok to train even though it was deemed a lost cause. Mutiok, daring, as usual, wouldn't let him off even when he was almost at the point of losing his hand. Evil Mutiok. But all that training paid off in the end. They both arrived at Sungrim for the epic fight, where everyone had consciously conceded victory to the prince, with Jin Mu grinning like the epic manipulator he was. The prince and Jang Wook fought a good fight, but Jang Wook, who had just recently unlocked his energy gate, was no match for the well-trained crown prince who had murder in his eyes. Now, the highlight of this scene is when Mutiok cuts herself to release some blood for Jang Wook. He needed liquid to be able to use his newly learned skill Tansu. Even Jin Mu's evilness in breaking all the water pots couldn't stop this moment. Jang Wook leaped up when Mutiok called out to him, with all his might, to the astonishment of all the onlookers. To use a drop of her blood for Tansu will remain epic. The look on the prince's face when Jang Wook unleashed his newfound energy on him was satisfying. He won the fight straight and square to the disbelief of the leaders of Daeho. After the fight, he became an instant hot cake, with everyone vying for his attention. They all wanted him to become a part of their sector. He, however, chose Sungrim. I must confess I kept replaying this particular scene with a clown smile on my face. Mutiok saved the day once again. Next is the fight scene between Jang Wook and his bestie Seo Yo. Mutiok ostracized the whole fight. She manipulated the crown prince into making a bet on Jang Wook's head. She had to do this because Jang Wook wouldn't train otherwise. So inadvertently, Mutiok used the crown prince's gold to teach Jang Wook. And he got to learn some techniques from all his opponents. His final opponent was Seo Yo, and the grand prize was Mutiok. Seo Yo, being the strongest among the student mages, sure won the fight. But Jang Wook put up a good fight. He used the techniques he learned in his previous lost fight with the other students, to everyone's surprise. He also exhibited his newly learned skill set, Chizu, which took everyone by surprise, including Seo Yo. He nearly won that fight, but Seo Yo prevailed in the end, thereby winning Mutiak as a servant. We loved how there was no malice in their fight and how Seo Yo checked on Jang Wook after blasting him across countries. Last but not least is the fight scene in the last episode of Season 1 when all hell broke loose, the fight between Mutiak and everyone. The fight broke our hearts with how it ended. Jin Moo manipulated Mutiak. He spelled her to kill Wu-tak, Jang Wook, and herself. She fought with Jin Cho-yun and Dang Gu to kill Wu-tak. They were no match for the unleashed Naksu. She slew lots of Sungrim warriors with barely a scratch on her. How she weighed her sword was bewitching to behold. She was nearly stopped by Park Jin, just like in episode 1, with his magical arrow, but Jang Wook intervened only to be stabbed by Mutiak right through the stomach by his love Mutiak. I screamed at this particular scene in the drama. Lots of fans were like how. We wept with Mutiak when she realized what she had done. We cried more when Jang Wook linked her petrifying hand with his, reminding her of his promise of love. We wept harder when he died, and she shook him to wake up. It was a weeping party. How she weighed her sword after Jang Wook died, as part of her face was petrifying, was sad. How she flew away from the scene with her sword was heartbreaking. This scene was when we witnessed the end of Jang Wook and Mutiak. That evil Jin move succeeded. That's it for the best fight scenes in Alchemy of Souls. How did you feel the moment Mutiak killed Jang Wook? Did I forget to mention your favorite fight scene? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you like our content, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to see more of our content. Thanks for watching, bye.